they pounce on you. But what happens when there's another Cougar also lying in wait and the claws come out? We're about to find out. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So BYU's offense will get first crack at it today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now,
I thought the
defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing.
I don't know if I left it up there or up there.
So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster.
Oh, my God, already.
First drive into the pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. That interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
From the gun, the ground game. Good enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the ball's out there after it. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands.
He put it up somewhere, didn't he?
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the ground. He's got it again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
A glaze on there. That's it. Go use your glaze. That's it.
Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Mal, you what? He said I was cooking. Oops.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Baker. Pocket breaking down.
Hey,
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game.
That's not
Early in this one,
too.
they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the 1st. Looking to fire. Immediately fires to the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab on the big throw. Plenty of room on that play. They find their way to the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here.
Come on, boy.
Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence.
Don't do that.
To stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup.
There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Second down coming up. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, it looked like
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw here.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hagan. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. BYU with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, a first half play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He wants to change this route. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. The 50. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get football, but to threat the field position with the on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Just enough time to get off one more snap. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for blockers. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Finds a tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon in every single team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Baker. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that, right?
He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you thought maybe...
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is done.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to bully their way in. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got Your job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Patterson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because
Breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
when you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort.